Who's there?
It's me, 99. Let me in.
I'm sorry, 99, but I can't let you in until you prove to me that it is really you.
Come on, Max, it's really me.
Sorry, 99, but you know the new control protective code. I cannot open that door unless I am absolutely sure that it is really you. Oh, it's you.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to After Hours Let's Talk Disney. This is our episode 99. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, talking with you all the way from South Florida. But as always, thanks God, I'm not alone. Let me bring someone all the way from Kentucky. He always brings a smile to everyone's faces, including this guy here. That's him, Mr. Potos, Collin Kendall.
I don't even want to know what that was. Is that a lizard? Is that a snake? Is it? Who knows?
He's a cute fellow. It's a cute fellow. Okay, and
a bad rash you can't get rid of. So you're stuck with me.
and all the way from the motherland, from Orlando, our magical friend. You know, sometimes he can be a little bit grumpy. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yeah.
Oh, very much.
And actually, Collin, I found out an old video of him walking on a farm, and you can see that he was missing a cup of coffee. Probably. Take a look.
Shut up, little dumbass.
Jason Canapp.
I get a text from Carlos this morning. Can I use this?
Welcome, buddy.
He deserved it.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
It was a good start, no?
So Jason's day started today.
That's why, buddy. That's why I was, and I sent a message to Collin. Collin, let me ask you one thing. Is that word too obscene or too inappropriate for the show? And Collin said, "No, go ahead, go ahead."
It'll be fine. They'll get over it. It's okay.
Everything okay, buddy?
It's all good.
It is our episode 99. Can you imagine that? 99 times doing that? Yeah. All the way from...
I'm surprised I can deal with you two for that long.
Me too. But one thing is that means that we need to talk a little bit. There are next month there is to be a challenge of the 100. It's always it's always that number always frightens me. Well, let's see. Let's talk.
It's because you can't count over that high. You run out of fingers and toes and ears.
And it starts to get complicated with my accent.
That's it.
And buddies, and we had the opportunity to be together, not with Collin. But
no, he didn't stick around.
Yeah, but I know that Collin was with you, and I know that Collin met some of our friends. Then I got later to Orlando, and I had the opportunity to be with our friends. That reminds me that we need to do something right now. We have our hello time.
Oh.
Oh, time to restart.
Sorry.
Hello.
I don't know what happened, but it was not on my finger.
It's probably the same reason it wants me to
yeah.
Well, we can say hello anyway.
I'm afraid to touch anything. I'm going to say, oh, look, Chris Blagg is here. And Peter Bino. And Caleb is with us. And Lisa Milam. Hello. Megan from the great state of Pennsylvania is here as well.
Indeed.
And do I see Laura Roberts is here? Oh, hello, Laura. And Mark Williams, also from the great state of Pennsylvania. Who else do you guys see?
I see Caleb is here. Mary T. Wells is here. Sid is here.
Sid's here.
Peter Mino is here too. Our buddy Peter Mino. Susie Marquette is here. Hi, Susie.
Right.
Kyle is here. I don't know if you mentioned that.
What's this Carlos guy?
Oh,
Wendy's here. Did you see Wendy? Oh, and Valerie's here.
Valerie's here. Yes, Valerie's here. Hello to everybody.
Don't miss anybody.
No, I'm trying to find here. Yes, I'm going there. I'm seeing Mary T. Well. Wendy's here. Yeah, you mentioned that. Caleb.
Don't you miss anybody.
Heather. So, I'm getting there.
If you haven't said hi yet, say hi real quick to make him really nervous.
Yeah, no. Mark Williams is here.
I said Carmen.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen, you missed Carmen.
Oh, Carmen is here too. Hello.
And Karen's with us.
Karen's also with us. Hello to everybody.
Radio.
Now it's working.
Any other buttons you want to push while we're?
No. I'm
sure?
getting rusty. I'm getting rusty on it. I'm getting. I'll not.
Is that me? I have my feet. I have to have my feet tucked up under my bottom because I have those foot pedal things that advanced screens too, and I'm trying to not make. I'm going to make sure I don't hit the foot pedal because who knows where that'll take us.
So you.
It's like
you
carousel
have your
of progress. You'll move into the next room.
No, I don't. I'm not missing
this
Karen.
weird
now.
yoga pose that I probably can't get out of.
I don't want to even imagine that.
Yeah.
But it was a great time in Orlando. Things here in Miami got colder this week. Cold. We're in
I
Carlos,
don't want to
why
hear
do
it.
you say that? Why do you even say those things?
It is as slow
What,
as.
did it break 60?
Oh no, not that much. No, that is around 67, and I'm almost dying.
Oh my god! I was kind of kidding.
It's let's see, what is it? It's 64
It's actually
degrees.
really warm here today.
64 degrees here right now in Orlando.
And no, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Lovely.
You both got me.
Perfect temp. The water's fine. Everybody should get in.
It's 46 today, and it feels warm here.
Yeah. I feel bad for you guys. Well, I'm kind of following everything in terms of the weather, not close to your area, Colin, because of Maria in Indiana, and Pedro in
It was
Michigan.
very, very
Pedro
cold
in
last
Michigan.
week. This week it's warm. It makes no sense.
Yeah. But buddies, let me get ready here. You know what time it is now? It's the best time, because I do have here in my hands.
He answered himself.
I have here. You know, do I
Wow,
have here?
he's like that guy with the drums and the cymbals and the trumpet and the thing. He can do
I
all the
do
things.
have here in my left hand. I do have a
in your
copy
right hand,
of
Carlos?
tonight top 10 list.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
Hey,
Jason.
look, you improved the show.
Yeah. Whoa.
Even
and
better.
then here, and then here. Okay, ready. Buddies, we did a little bit of a stretch when it comes to this top 10 list.
Is that why your face is over there?
Yeah.
The stretch?
Because this last week we had the last show for the Country Bears Jamboree. I don't know if Jason, you had the opportunity to go there to say bye-bye to them.
I have
Megan
previously
Kirshen
said goodbye to them.
Oh, yeah, me
I
too.
said my goodbyes. Yeah,
I said my goodbyes a while ago with a little tear.
I mean, they're not coming. They're not. I mean, Liver Lips told me that he's going to be there.
They're gonna be
sticking
there.
around.
Yeah,
They're just going to ruin it.
He's learning a new set. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since he's had to learn a new set, and they're actually kind of excited about it.
No, I'm excited about it too.
They're excited that
I'm
people
not,
will
but-
show up.
Yes, and let's see.
They didn't understand what was going on the last couple of days.
But we found out that they're actually not going to be totally away. Is because we started to imagine. One thing.
They got to do something in the meantime.
Yeah, could you imagine if they need to do something in the meantime, and that they will be in the lineup for the a Flower and Garden Festival, Garden Rocks concert series? Can you imagine having the Country Bear Jamborees doing covers there.
Yeah.
So that's why we came up with this following top 10 list, which is top 10 rock covers by the Country Bears for Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
How are we going to do? Who is going to be the first one? Who's going to be the first?
Who's singing? Are we singing these?
No, we're not. Hopefully not. Oh. Hopefully not. Who's going to be the first one?
I guess Colin's going.
Colin started with Colin? Okay.
I see how it is. Set the bar low.
So, for the top 10 rock covers by the Country Bears for Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival, number 10 is...
Don't Stop Bear Leavin'. The Country Bears put their spin on Journey's classic anthem, turning it into an optimistic and bear-leavable rendition.
What? It's not even the right... What is...
I know.
Well, it's copyrighted.
I just
you can sing it. Michelle's literally singing it right now. I guarantee it.
Which song? Don't Stop Believing or
oh yeah, Don't Stop Bear Leaving.
Okay. Yeah. Number 9. Number 9, Jason.
Time After Time, a flavorful rendition of Cyndi Lauper's great hit. Oh boy. That's not what she sounds like.
I know.
It's close. How do you know that?
Colin, number 8.
Have you ever seen The Grain? A farming spin on Creedence Clearwater Revival's hit.
I want to know, have you ever seen the grain?
So it's just to keep Colin in the perspective. So Creedence Clearwater Revival is this group, okay?
Yeah, I knew the song, but I didn't know the name.
Jason, number 7.
Okay. Bear, I feel like a woman. The Country Bears channel their inner Shania Twain, empowering everyone to feel like a bear in this rocking rendition.
The fact that Jason just sang Shania Twain that's hard to believe.
Colin, number 6.
Bear, I feel like... Oh, wait. No, wrong one. Same one. Bearway to Heaven. The Country Bears tackle another classic, transforming it into a bear-centric anthem for the ages. See, I almost sang Shania Twain, and that's even worse.
I'm climbing the Bearway to Heaven. little trivia for you.
Yeah, for Colin.
Not Bearway to Heaven, but Stairway to Heaven.
Yes.
Isn't that the one that's banned in guitar?
Michelle and I is our first dance. That was our first song we danced.
Stairway to Heaven?
But Stairway to Heaven is such a difficult
song. And that's
song.
only because she wouldn't dance to Push It with me by Salt and Pepper. Otherwise, that would have been the first song.
But let me understand one thing. Because you Stairway to Heaven, you start very slow, so it's a slow dance together.
Perfect first song.
Yeah. Then suddenly you start to get a part to move around, and by the end you're head banging.
You're what?
You're like,
wait a second.
It's a heavy metal part. Okay, what I did wrong?
No, nothing's right.
Coconut.
Nothing. You did nothing wrong.
But it is hard rock, heavy metal by the end.
That's what Michelle said. Okay, let's keep going.
Number 5 is Jason.
For the longest time, a heartfelt rendition of Billy Joel's classic turned into a bear ballad about friendship and fur that lasts a lifetime. Friendship and fur.
That's what they say about Jason and Carlos.
And I will not tell a secret about who wrote that. It's our secret about who wrote that. Okay, that was number 5. No, yeah. So Colin, number 4.
Living on a Prairie, Bon Jovi meets the great outdoors as the Country Bears deliver a wild performance of this classic anthem, proving bears can rock too.
Come on. Okay, you could add Oh, we're halfway here.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
living on a prairie. Come on.
Coming to a baseball game near you.
That's so good.
Jason, number 3.
A jive talking. A crisp, oniony version of the Bee Gees jive talk.
This one really got Carlos. He's turning purple.
I need air. Why you do that? Why you do that? Oh, Meg, I need air.
Oh,
Breathing is important.
okay. Ah.
Shy talking.
Oh, John's here. Hi, John.
If you're just joining,
Hi, John.
Carlos just having a
Steve's here.
stroke.
Hi, Steve.
So number 2, Colin.
Enjoy.
Every rosemary has its thorn.
Oh,
His
yeah.
song.
Version of Poison's Palette.
He sang.
That's all you get.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So for the number one, the number one of the top 10 rock covers by Country Bears Jamboree
This is just
for
wrong.
Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. Number 1 will be, Jason, will you the one to say?
Sure. Because I'm wanted, dead or alive, but mostly alive. The Country Bears deliver a cowboy twist to Bon Jovi's outlaw anthem, embracing the wild but preferring to be alive and bearing it all.
Not yet. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
I needed air. I cannot see the I was unable to see the comments. Now they're back here. So so Chris is say
Well,
I
because
don't
it's Flower
get.
and Garden.
Yes, it's Flower and
Flower and
Garden.
Garden.
Yes,
Flower and
so
Garden Festival, Chris.
time after time.
And I
Yes.
even heard him say it herb.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's why, you know, they I don't know why they don't bring Herb Albert to the
Oh, I thought you were talking about Herb. I thought you meant Herb from, wasn't Herb in Wendy's? Was that a Wendy's commercial with Herb? Remember
I don't
Herb?
know.
Yeah. Some will.
Isn't
We'll
it the
figure that
guy's
out.
name from 2.5 Men too?
No, I don't know. I really don't
The
know.
ex-wife's new husband or something. I think
Herb?
he's Herb. Yeah, I think he's Herb.
Hey, Joe Logan.
Hey, Joe, how are you, my friend? That's all, folks. Yeah. All right, buddies.
Okay.
But, well, you know one thing. Let me now bring you guys paid it took a look on at the at the lineup for flower for the garden concert series. It's basically they're doing basically what they used to do with the Food and Wine Festival, which was the they used to call it? The Food Wine Festival was
Garden Rocks, wasn't it?
no was the
That was
other name.
Flower Garden.
Oh, it was Eat to the Beat.
Eat
or
to
something
beat,
like
eat to the
that.
beat.
Yeah.
Yes, they most of that lineup now is moved to the garden, which I like.
Wait, dude, there's somebody coming. Wait, I did hear about this. Michelle told me, and I got all excited. Who was it? Do you have the lineup with you? You have it handy?
I'm opening right now.
Open it up. Open it. There's somebody important coming.
A lot of important garden rocks concert series 2024. Let me see here.
Yeah, there's somebody important coming.
So concert series. Let me hear the lineup. Oh, why is not opening up? My gosh, taking the longest.
Did you ask it nicely?
Yeah, that is something.
Did you warm your hands?
So we do have come on. It is something.
I got this.
the vibe in March. Then Jason Chef, Richard Marx.
No. Oh wait, Richard Marx. So it was what was that song that I couldn't stand? It was from '88.
Whenever
hold on to the night.
Yes.
Hold on to the memories. That's not how I sang it, but that's how I like to hear it in my head.
No, there's another one.
Oh yeah, the other one was.
No, I'm thinking about Bryan Adams. I don't know what, but there's another.
They're from the same Despicable family.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep.
Evolution, Motown, Berlin. Berlin is take my breath away. No, no.
Yeah, they're good. Take my breath away.
Yeah. Rick Springfield.
Oh, who cares about that? Okay.
Gian Diaz. Oh, Modern English.
That's the one. Modern English.
Modern English. Yes.
We got to do this together.
Yes.
You got to.
Yes.
When
March.
Is it?
Buddy, we cannot do that.
No.
We cannot do it, but for good reasons.
We're gonna be together already.
No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a little bit before, but that's a secret. We cannot tell anybody.
But I can do it.
No.
Probably.
You can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yeah, because it's March 15 and 16.
Oh, well, you could totally do it. That's what Bright Line's for, buddy.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, taking the Bright Line for that. Yes, Commodores also.
Commodore's minus Lionel Richie.
Yes, for sure. It's now the Commodores are only 3 guys.
Yeah, here the Commodore 64 is pretty good too.
Oh, really?
But
Foreigner's Journey. I don't know. There must be a combination of musicians from Foreigner and Journey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The orchestra, which is previous members from Electric Light Orchestra, is not Jeff Lynne. So for me, it's not. Yeah. The female collective. I don't know what it's. Mike Del Giudice. Oh, the Pointer Sisters. But also, but that's
really?
March 31, and we're not going to be able to see that. Then, April 1st, also Pointer Sisters, Funkafield, Blue October, Crowder, The Hooligans, Joe G. Messina, A Flock of Seagulls.
Flock of Seagulls, yeah.
April 14 and 15. That's really good. Okay.
And they had that really good Middle East song.
Middle East?
Yeah.
Flock of Seagulls?
Yeah. Really good. It was about the Middle East.
Captions are going to have a field day.
No, Flock of Seagulls. And I ran.
Exactly.
That's okay. It's not
the one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I've never heard
it's in the name of the song.
No, no. Plain White Tees, the Champagne Orchestra, Starship featuring Mickey Thomas, Herman's Hermits starring Peter Noon, Southbound.
Peter Mano?
No, Peter Noon. And then on May, we have Southbound, Monsieur Perinet.
Wait, what?
Monsieur Perinet.
The shape of Renee?
No, Monsieur Perinet. Okay. Raul Acosta, to be announced. There's a date that is there. Gillian the Girl Band, Simple Plan, Element, The Spinners, also to be announced. Epic Life, Lit, which is a new song, and to be announced. I know. There's I think for June, because but they're not showing it.
Somebody's really nervous. Can you imagine the person who's in charge of filling
Yes.
Booking
but there's some other places I know that the last one will be Wang Cheng.
Is there a joke in that, or is that
no?
I think that's Carlos's nickname.
No,
Everybody have fun tonight.
Yeah. Everybody have yeah. No, Dance House.
We should have a meetup there for that.
I love Wang Chung. I love it's amazing. Yeah. Okay. All the originals Karen saying here, all the original Pointer Sisters are gone. Though okay, so it's done. Well, there's not the original. Okay.
Point that out.
Yeah. Kelly's just loving it. I think Kelly's a big orchestra fan. If I remember well, once Kelly told me that.
Yeah, she sat in the sun for a long time to watch that, I think.
Megan is pleased to see that Simple Plan will be here. Chris to say only meet these you pronounce iron. Oh, now I got it. Okay. It took me ages. Okay. It took me and I ran. Okay. that stinks. So my buddy John say, what? Flocks of seagulls? Yes, they're doing
Unmissable. Unmissable.
The Flocks of Seagulls, they have another song. Which is amazing. It's a great band. It's a great band. It's an amazing band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why can't they get Devo? What's Devo doing these days?
No, Devo is not. Devo is still doing a lot of shows.
Too popular,
but
too big.
Yeah, I think it's too big to be in that phase. Okay, in that phase. All those concerts are great. I already attended to Christopher Cross in the past.
He's really good.
To Air Supply.
Arthur. Air Supply. I missed them last year.
To Air Supply. To Glass Tiger.
Never heard of it.
Oh, yes.
Nope. I know I have the tiger.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Oh, that's them? That's Glass Tiger?
That's
It's ironic that they would say that in their song, though.
Yeah, that is. But they came back and they did an amazing song. I saw Wang Chang there too.
Can I insert something completely unrelated, but it's somewhat related because it's musical?
Okay.
Does it involve a Wang Chang?
So I just found out there's a reason to like Luminous even more.
Which is?
Ready? Catherine McPhee sings in the music. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. What, do you have a problem with Catherine?
He sounds really impressed.
Yeah. Well, she has an amazing voice.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Well, she's married to David Foster.
I never heard of him.
No, David Foster? You don't know who David Foster is?
Oh, no, he's dead to me.
David Foster is one of the top music producers.
He's practically dead to me. Have you seen how old he is?
Yes.
I thought you meant for
She's like this.
I will not comment. When the Brazilian sarcasm will come along in a strong way now, so I'm not going to comment. It's dangerous now. I don't want to put ourselves in trouble.
We'll talk about it Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, yes. But let's go. Let me change here. But we're moving to our... Before getting to the news and before getting to our talk part, we had January away. Our last show was in December and in between that there was a chance for me to go back to Brazil, and I spent something like 15 days there. And it was actually was 6 months, 6 years without visiting my hometown and my country. My country is this one, but my birth place, and it was good. It was amazing. It was good to see. One thing that I forgot how warm it is when you walk on the street in your hometown, and in one block you've been stopped by 3 or 4 different friends that say, "Hey, what are you doing?" and then give you a hug and stuff. So it is always warm and lovely to have that feeling. And I went to some special places. But one thing that I needed to point out is that I shared images of the trip to Brazil only in one place. Okay, there were some stories in my Instagram, but the long videos, I only shared with our after hours community. Okay, because I wanted to bring a part of Brazil to the community there. But I'm also bringing something because there was a special place that I know that I already mentioned for you, Jason, for you, Collin, many times, and I want to share with everybody, which is the little farm that we have there. And I had the opportunity to spend a whole morning there, and I did a little video just for you to enjoy a few minutes of me visiting the farm there. Okay, let's see. What do you think?
The dog looks scared.
No, he was doing a puppy face just to get a sausage. We were doing barbecue, and I was
Bet $1 for every time Carlos did that.
Okay, guys.
Farms in Brazil are much different than Kentucky.
It was beautiful.
You like it? Yeah. I want to take you guys one day there.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great place. All the animals doing fine. And most of the animals that we have there are rescued animals, including the swan that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
The swan that you saw, yeah, and the macaws also. We raised them when they were, since they were little. And we have to have a bottle of special food that you give it like a baby, and it's
Parrot food.
It is a special. Yeah, they have a special mixture there for parrots. Okay.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
No,
I don't want to work too hard.
No, it is. Megan is saying next group trip to Brazil. Actually, not Megan. There's something that will be tested, but then I need to shut up now.
Oh, I got it. The special parrot food. They have special parrot food, but they can only get it from one place. Do you know where they get it from?
No.
Ma cows.
That's horrible.
That stinks. No,
That's just awful.
That's pretty good. I was on
terrible.
the spot. That's pretty good.
Chris is asking,
Ma cows,
is there ABG to
Ma
Brazil?
cow,
No, there is Carlos trip to Brazil, but no. There is no ABG to Brazil. Yeah, and Karen said the picture and the videos were amazing. Thank you for sharing them. Thank you. Mike, my car. My car is saying is here. So hello, Mike.
Oh, hello, Mike.
Hello.
Well, let's go to the news though. Nothing too much
Say hi to
important.
Chris Shepard. Did you say hi to Chris Shepard?
I already I shared something from Chris Shepard.
I missed it. I was working so hard on my joke.
No, it was Chris Shepard who asked about ABG in Brazil. Yes. Hi, buddy. How are you, my friend? And actually, Chris Shepard also asked something about when I hear Man at Work's overkill, always makes me think of Colin Hayes' appearance on Scrubs. I never saw.
Makes me think of Collin Kendall's appearance in
Yeah,
Scrubs.
I'm thinking about Collin Kendall, but I always repeat that. If you never watch Colin Hayes, Man at Work singer, the lead band, and
I can get no sleep.
Yes, if you watch that, his documentary, it is probably the best rock documentary I've always.
Whoa!
Yes,
Wait!
Amazing.
Better than the Bee Gees documentary.
Better than way
Come
better.
on.
No, because it has. I watched for the first time. It was in the beginning of the pandemic, and it has such a positive vibe. Even when there's a downturns in the whole history, and he's such a special guy that once what happened, the first concert that we went to watch after the pandemic was actually in a theater here in Fort Lauderdale. There was a solo concert that he does. It's only Colin Hayes and his acoustic guitar, and it went me and Candida. And Pedro, my son, by the time was living here, still with us here, Pedro said, "You know what, Dad, I don't know if I want to go." I said, "No." And I some kind of said, not force it, but said, "Buddy, let's go there. You're gonna regret." And he went there. And up to date, actually last week, he texted me, I think, "I'm still thinking about that concert. How amazing it was."
That's cool.
A guy with a acoustic guitar, and it was amazing.
I love his acoustic. Yeah, his acoustic music. But anyway,
so let's go.
Hear that song without thinking about Carlos.
I can get no sleep. I think about the complications.
That's it.
Yes, and well, let's see. Let's go to there's not much of a big news, but let's share just there was the foodie guide for the Valentine's Day. And basically, the Valentine food is for me is too
Sweet.
Too sweet, yes. But I took out a few
The sugar.
A few things that I can point out is the "I love you" float from the
That's clever.
from the actually is
You would
from
think
the
it's clever.
is from the Sunshine Terrace. Okay. So it's Fanta strawberry and passion fruit flavors served with Dole Whip orange and topped with popping candy.
Oh,
Yes.
popping candy.
Yes.
Oh.
And then we have
All the
from the
tingling.
Trolley Car Cafe
Oh, that looks good.
with strawberry red velvet whoopie pie.
Let it go. Let it go.
And
And I'm the young one.
the whoopie pie.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Making it worse.
And from the Hollywood Brown Derby, you have the red velvet white chocolate mousse. Chocolate
Every time
mousse.
they do one of those gelatinous mousse things, think about that thing we got in Disneyland.
Which one?
That purple thing that was part of the
It
Phantasmic.
was amazing. Wasn't it amazing? That was
yeah,
delicious.
it was good, but every time I see one of those, it looks the same.
I don't know
it's
what
that
it is
same
to this day. I have no
texture.
idea what we ate.
No clue. None. None.
Okay, but then we have this red velvet chocolate mousse at top with chocolate cookie from Hollywood Brown Derby. And that's
You want to say it
that's
one more time to get it out of your system?
no. It's gonna come back to my system.
Is that the highlights? Those are the things
That's
I
the
like?
only thing that I could bring as a highlight. Actually, because most of the best stuff were in the other coast, in the West Coast. So I did say, well, we'll keep in our
You do
coast.
get all the best desserts sometimes.
Another good news is that if for those who visit Disney's Animal Kingdom this week, we have a new cast member there. Actually, it's
Is it a rhino?
Elia.
Oh yeah.
And then-
Can I rat out? I'm gonna rat out Michelle.
Why?
Tread
Yes,
carefully.
because I think it debuted yesterday, right?
Yes.
So she says in the morning, I don't know how this ended up happening. She needed to go to the dentist, and it turned out that they had an opening like yesterday afternoon. She called yesterday morning. They had an opening in the afternoon. She said, "Okay, I'll book that." Then at some point in between, then she found out that this thing was debuting.
That's not
Elijah
nice.
was debuting. The prophet was debuting at Animal Kingdom, and she's like, I don't know, maybe I should cancel my dentist appointment. I was like, are you kidding me, woman? Really?
Hey, if I had any excuse to get rid of a dentist appointment, I would too.
But you know one thing. What surprised me is actually is this is baby okapi number 14 to be born in Disney's Animal Kingdom. You know, okapis are pretty rare. They were almost in the verge of extinction, and then since 2018 there was no newborns in Animal Kingdom, so it's welcome, and there's a reason for the name, because actually it was a homage for a cast member, Elia, who is responsible for all the environmental designs for the different habits in Disney Animal Kingdom. So she takes care of the plants that were built, the scenario for the different places where you see the animals. So Elia here and Elia there was the homage for him. Nice.
Laura, I assume you're talking about the animal and not the cast member. But I mean, he's adorable too.
Maybe.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
Lie.
Yeah,
It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but it's a baby okapi there now. The other thing that I have to bring, and I know that the days I spent in Orlando, one of the last nights there, actually was Sunday night. But let me explain one thing. We arrived on Thursday, me and Candida, and I needed to stay until Tuesday morning. So Candida by Sunday evening, I took her to the Brightline station at the airport, and she she took the Brightline back to Miami. She loved the experience. Now we have 2 bright line fans in the house here. But what happened is that I came back from the airport. Then went straight to Disney Springs, and I got, saying one thing. I was walking in Disney Springs, and I went and took a look to this place here, to the Summer House Lake, and then I said, "Let me try a walk-in," and I got it, and I got it. Yes, I got it, and well. Let me tell you the thing. I don't like to do reviews on restaurants that are so brand new, because usually it takes a little time to fix some things and to be sure about the menu items and things like that. But well, it is okay. It is okay. It is the best option in. It's not the best. It's not the best option in Disney Springs. There are other options that are way better than this. But it's not a bad restaurant. It's beautiful.
Did you try the Indian place? Did you try eat?
No, I went there, but I don't like. I'm not so big fan of Indian food.
But it's not real Indian food anyway, so you're fine.
Yeah, I went there and it was empty. It was empty.
Like no people, or it was
no
closed?
People. No, it was no people. The guys were almost grabbing you in the when you walk in front, trying to put you inside the place when it was like that, and I don't like that. And I know it's
you don't like the grabbiness, or you don't like the emptiness, or you don't like Indian.
I don't like Jason. I don't like. Well, I don't like. Indian.
I would have gone with you because I want to try it, even though I think it's fake.
And then I took a look at the menu. There was nothing that was so appealing for me.
Because it's they kind of like they tried to I think dial it all into American stuff.
Yes, it kind of bowls, and I don't like it.
I know you're like a plate man. I know.
And it's another thing. It's almost the same thing I have to tell about the summer house at the lake. I think it lacks a little bit of personality. Okay,
but it's because you didn't go inside.
No, but even you can tell that even when you see the menu. There's personality in Homecoming. There's personality in Morimoto. Even in both houses, you feel strong personality. You cannot tell in those restaurants. They're too casual dining everywhere you go place. Okay,
that reminds me of
It doesn't look like casual dining prices though.
No, but it is pretty.
What about the cookie bar? Did you try the cookie bar at the?
No, I didn't. Well, I went. I walk around. No, I saw it's beautiful. Actually, the cookie bar is the best place in the whole restaurant for me. I think. Okay. It is my honest opinion.
This reminds me of something that would be at the Swan and Dolphin.
Yes.
Yes. Nice hotel food, but not I'm going to go there exclusively just to go there kind of thing.
Yes, you're right.
It's just kind of the feel I get from it.
Yes, you're right. Buddies, another thing that I have to bring is something from that dark place that lies in the end of the road, in the dark side of the other road there. That place that we never spells the name, but actually during this week they came up with a beautiful video with some news. So we're talking about the Epic Universe and the new lands. What I can tell is that I'm not the
I don't
big.
know what 2 of these are.
You know what they say? You say it's okay to look, just don't touch.
Yes.
I don't know. I like Nintendo.
Yes, that's that point. I'm not a big Nintendo fan, but okay. How You Tame the Dragon I never watch.
What?
I watched the first one years
ago. Come
ago.
on, Carlos.
No, never watch.
It's a beautiful movie.
But you know one thing. I always loved, and I was really happy when I heard that they're doing what they call now the Dark Universe, but which is the land of the classic monsters. So you have Dracula, werewolves, Frankenstein.
That's what that is?
Yes. And I really appreciate the fact that Universal is paying attention and giving a chance for that IPs. Those IP, I think they're really important. And knowing that they're gonna have a dark ride with those monsters, I really hope that they don't do a simulation as a simulator as they usually do, but they come up with something good on that, because that will be amazing. The other thing that there's rumors, and you can, because each land will have its own portal. There's a special portal that you get in, and there's some comments and some rumors that probably they will start to use the following strategy: that you can buy tickets for separate lands, so you can go there and visit only, for instance, the Dark Universe.
What?
And yes, there are rumors. They're not confirmed. I'm not saying that Universal. The one thing about Universal that we have to respect is that they never announce too much before. They never promised too much before. They only delivered. Okay. So, but there's strong rumors that they're thinking about you having different tickets for you, that you give access to 1, 2, or 3, or all of the lands.
Like an individual land?
Yes.
And then there's like a common area outside.
That seems like a bottleneck nightmare.
There's a huge common area that is, I don't know if this name is here. I think it's called the Celestial. Yes, Celestial Park.
In the middle?
No, yes, Celestial Park, which is
Space Mountains.
there is this place here in the middle. Okay, which is the area that will divide, and from there you go to the different lands. Okay.
Mike says I'll go to Epic Universe if they have Indian food.
What's that? Kara said, "No, the new rides, yes, Dracula and Dracula and his cousin Broccoli."
VeggieTales.
Nintendo is epic. Okay, probably threw up on everyone in there. Yes,
That's me.
Oh, that's great, Megan. That's good. Yeah, that's probably
True.
Okay, so that's in terms of the news that we had. But as due to the fact that we had the opportunity to Collin went to Orlando and spent some time there. We said that there's about time for us to talk about a little bit about Epcot, and particularly the special places we loved and we like to be in Epcot. And now I'm actually starting with Collin. I'd like to ask what your thoughts about not only Luminous, the new show, but also the gardens, the celebration gardens there in Communicore.
Yeah, so in fairness, just as a precursor, I've spent about 3 hours there, so it wasn't a long visit on this particular visit. But I have mixed feelings about the front, but we'll come back to that. Luminous, I think, is probably the best of the 3 recent shows. I think that's a fair statement. It's not as grand as I'd like for it to be, but there is some unique elements of it. Post Illuminations, I'd say it's probably the best one they've had, and I kind of liked the interim show. That's name is escaping me all of a sudden. Somebody help me. Yeah, Epcot Forever. Yeah, I liked that show because I liked the fireworks that they included in it, and it made for, to be honest, it made for good photographs. Where this one has very low elements, which is kind of interesting. Now, as I look back through the photos, it really became obvious. There's not a lot that goes up, for lack of a better word. Like I'll use the example of where I was standing for this, and I know because a lot of people are familiar with it. It's like the Japan Pavilion, where I take a lot of photos. You can sit there on those stairs,
you
and
take
what
photos?
used to be every once in a while, but you used to be able to sit on those stairs, and like you'd see like in Illuminations and even in Epcot Forever, much of it would fill that entire corridor area as you look up, where the building overhangs. This show doesn't do that. It does it maybe once in the entire length of the show, and the photos show that. So I think that is a little underwhelming to people, and I even heard people behind me talking about it, like, is that it type of thing. And it wasn't that they didn't enjoy it, but I think they anticipated other things. And like I was talking to Carlos and Jason about, there's not like for us, many of us don't like when they throw a bunch of IP into a show, but the people around me were very cognizant of the fact that some of it, they're like, where's this song from? Which was kind of unique to hear the other perspective. It was just like a run-of-the-mill, like normal guest that's not going every single year or multiple times a year.
Okay.
So overall, I was pretty impressed. Best of the most recent ones, in my opinion. And a lot of it I did like. There are some weird moments, but they kind of reel it back in towards the end. So overall, I was fairly impressed. But getting back to the front area, I have mixed feelings. The statue of Walt in that area I really like. The rest of it I feel was great in theory.
Choose your words carefully.
I like that they have benches and they have like nice seating areas and trees and a little bit of life there, but it's kind of confusing and you see it in guests. I saw, I'll give the perfect example. I saw somebody walking through there. They went up a path, they hit a dead end, and they looked around like, okay, that didn't go anywhere. And some of that will change when some more walls come down. But
Did they
interesting to see
there are no
people
dead ends.
just
There really
kind
no
of
dead
adjusting.
ends.
Yeah, there is if you go around towards the Seas Pavilion. On the left, there's a path that kind of goes off there. And these were two people in ECVs, and they are just kind of sitting there looking around like, how did we
Mary,
get here?
I
Where
told
are we?
you it was okay. You could go the other way.
That part, I don't know. I don't love the sight lines of it, but I'm biased because I'm looking for photo opportunities and things like that. So it's a little bit, it's very pretty the way that they have it set up, and the lighting's very nice at night. I really like that. I don't know. It doesn't feel as open as it used to. And that would be my main comment on it. Things I do like for sure, but there are things I don't, just being totally honest.
But what about do you like the new area or not?
I like the old area better, to be honest. That's the fair
cement
statement.
Oh yeah,
I like the fountain and the openness and like the old Penn Traders location. Some of that like nostalgic Epcot, but some of that's just, I mean, it's what I knew. I mean, and I'm a bit of a nostalgic at heart, as shocks no one. But I like what they did. It's not my favorite thing they've done. I think they did better with the front entrance than they did the second phase.
Well, it's funny because I took Candida, my wife, to Epcot, and it was a while that she did not visit the park for a long time, and the first time that she was going with me, a long time, and her reaction. First of all, I took her first I took it straight to the Celebration Gardens then, and she looked at me and say, "Could you imagine if we have that when the kids were small?"
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
And said, "Could you imagine having all this space to get together and to enjoy the park in a way that we always should enjoy?" So yes, and another thing is that I saw it in the first day when they opened it, and I saw it now, and the way that everybody's already in spreading around the whole place and enjoying that in several manners is so beautiful and so special. And the other thing that I do
like that they added seating. That was very much needed in that space. I don't know. It just seemed like an Apple Store kind of thing to me. Like all the new stuff up front kind of reminds me of like the airy, intentional feel of like an Apple Store with like the trees kind of tucked behind glass.
So you mean well designed and inviting and
simple,
clean?
And I'm normally the guy who loves simple.
You know, the Apple Store feel is something I get much more with connections. And
you never find an Adirondack chair in the Apple Store.
Yeah, or that purple chair.
So it's going to be all white.
The purple chairs, or that thing that looks like it was born out of the '60s. The wood. Remember where by the meetup where we met up and
that's amazing.
I'm with Carlos on this. I think it is one of the best things that's ever happened to Epcot. I think that, what I love the fountain where the little garden thing is, sure, probably. I don't know. But I also haven't seen, like, I'm expecting big things with Flower and Garden Festival when they do that. They have hundreds of trees now. Actual trees that bloom. And things that bloom at different times of year, and azaleas and the areas that you can just kind of stop and meet in. they have the best Pluto somehow. The best Pluto you're going to find in any Disney park. I don't know who this cast member is.
But he's running around. He's not even walking.
He's running around. He's interacting.
Yes.
He's incredible. He makes Daisy look like junk. She just stands over there and lets people line up for her. Claire, hello, by the way.
I didn't see a single character the night I was there.
I love it. It really, it makes connections make sense now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea of the word, the name of the place, right? This is so beyond a cafe. It is a place where people connect, a gathering point, a spot to kind of plan the day, a spot to, how many people are going to say, oh, let's meet at Connection, and let's meet at the gardens area. Let's meet at Walt. That's what they'll say. Let's meet at Walt. We're going to go meet at Walt at noon or something.
Hi, Claire.
That. So I just love it. I can't get enough of it. And then when the trees start really growing taller and there, it's going to be great.
But buddies, and the
nighttime happens.
And the nighttime happens, yeah.
And the light shows. When Figment started singing,
yeah,
and the rainbows were going here, this way, and that way, and the ground was lighting up and doing the thing, and I was like, oh, this is just amazing. A little Beverly in my hand.
We had, and I had the other thing that I did. So when we got to Epcot really early in the morning, we went straight to the Celebration Garden, and then from that, I took Candida to the Moana, to the Journey of Water experience. The Moana. I told nothing to her. I just took her there and just trying to pay attention to her reaction
during the day.
During the day, yes, during the day, she loved it. She loved it. She said, "Wow, what's the name?" She'd say, and one thing, she noticed the same thing that I always say. She noticed one thing that is I always notice. So it probably is something that is obvious to everybody, but everybody is smiling. Everybody, you go there, you look around, everybody's enjoying, having a good time. In a really simple idea with a really nice execution. So it was great. It was amazing. And to have an event that day even better, we had an amazing lunch at the Beer Garden Cafe, Beer Garden Restaurant with buddy Jason and Michelle. It was that place is always for me. Remember when we did that show with Lou, the one with Walt, that I picked Beer Garden as the restaurant that I would took Walt's there.
It was interesting. Yes.
No, but it is such a warm family place.
Mm-hmm. And that dance that you did was pretty incredible.
The dance I did there?
Seen that.
No,
he's not talking about the restaurant anymore.
No, I only do that without no videos, and so people need to go with me to the beer garden to
see it live.
To see it live, yes. But this, it is an amazing place. One thing that surprised me, and it's not surprised me because it obvious because of the options, there's so many options to have the snacks. But that day, you could walk into every single restaurant in Epcot, you will find a table. But the lines to the snacks were
on the wrong day.
The lines for the snack, they were huge. So it was a Saturday, so everybody was enjoying the snacks there. But the restaurants were empty. And that night we went to meet another group due to a birthday. And we went to the Cape May, and it was amazing. That place is really good.
I like Cape May.
Yes. It's really good.
It got cold that night.
I saw you we ran into you again. Remember, pretty fast. Yeah. You were already with your red.
My new jacket. Yes.
Yes. Yes. How you call the?
I don't try to pronounce it. No, I don't do that.
Hallie Hansen.
Sure.
I think that's right.
Hallie Hansen.
Yes, that sounds about right.
That is from Norway. Okay.
Yes, it was from Norway.
He's
That's
actually
probably
from
where he bought it.
Actually, no, from in Norway. Norway.
Here we go.
Norway. Yeah, they have the stores. They have many Helly Hansen stores around it. That is once that Pedro was really little. Okay, so we went there, and this was this beautiful lady working on the.
You can get her phone number for me?
No. Pedro turned to Candy and said, I think it's about time for us to think about an au pair. And it was quiet. No mention. Yeah, but it's and how was the rest of the day at Epcot for you, Jason? What you guys did there?
It was lovely. We walked around. We went. I don't know. We did a lot of things. We did a lot of walking. We did a lot of snacking. I had some. What do we have? I had some. Oh, we got seaweed snacks in Japan, and some of the milk tea. That's always delicious. We got. What else did we do? Oh, I had. You know what? For dinner, I ate at that counter service in China for the very first time. I'd never.
Really? You had never been?
No,
never.
It's not bad.
No, it's actually pretty good, and they're fast. I don't know, fastest counter service experience I've ever had. I mean, it was like somehow it's almost tasty. Like they read my mind. They knew what I want. By the time I got like 2 steps from the register, like here you go.
No, I like that place. I like that place better than the table service.
I've heard that.
I enjoyed the table service recently when I went. I know other people don't love it, and I can't say that I had the normal experience, but I had a good experience.
Chris is saying we went to Space 220. How was it, Chris? Because it's been a while that I don't go to that place. I don't know if it got better or worse in terms of the food. It is a nice experience in terms of experience, but
the experience is fun.
Yeah, but
I got to run around and jump on tiles with little Robert. That was exciting. Oh, and Mark Jones, who isn't here with us, who should get demerits for that. He got to experience proper soaring for the very first time. So we got to do that.
Oh, the proper soaring.
It's proper soaring. We left our shoes on because we were all wearing.
No, yeah, and it was cold. It was cold. Yeah. So Megan is saying Space 220 was amazing. Yeah, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Epcot is always special. Epcot is always special for me.
Yeah, we didn't see Impressions that night. That was a problem. Sid still hasn't seen Impressions de France. Don't say it, Claire.
What happened, Claire?
Be nice.
You're not missing much, Sid.
You know one thing I have to tell you guys that one thing about Impressions de France, it is. I started to appreciate it more when I went again with Jason. But
that's just because he held your hand.
No. Not only that, but also the whole experience to go to Impressions de France with him. He gets so excited and is so meticulous about everything. So no here, and he shush everybody. It is almost like a
church.
Yes.
Brings duct tape for the kids.
It is. It's like going to church for me. Yes, it's my church. But I love it.
But buddy, Collin, and what was the good thing about being back to Epcot this way? Is any particularly good surprise? Not about the new things, but the things that just said, well, it's a little bit better now than ever.
There's a few things that I enjoyed. One, they're not doing as many dessert parties in the Italy Pavilion. That's nice from the fireworks standpoint.
Right.
That place being open and
you're right.
being able to actually walk out there and enjoy that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I spent like 10 minutes taking photos there, and that was just a nice experience because it used to always be closed, or at least for like 2 or 3 hours it was closed, at least in the evenings. So that was nice to see. A lot of stuff the night I was there, in fairness, was the very first night of Festival of the Arts, so it was extremely crowded, like worst I've seen it in years. So take that into consideration. But it was nice, oddly enough, to see Test Track and that it's functioning well, even though they're about to go into remodel. It's one of the rides I absolutely love experiencing, and I caught it randomly on when it went back up for the day because it had been on off the entire day. I was the first person back on, which was a first experience for me. So that was fun. You got in the first car and the first person off. So I got the post-show area. I was the only person there, which is the first time I had ever experienced that without it being like really crowded and people everywhere. So that was nice. And seeing how that side of the park has gotten much better is interesting to me, because there's not as much of a maze. Obviously the walls are down and that kind of thing. And I think the right side will really come alive when they open that up too, when they finish the whatever the theater is or whatever they're doing on that side, or the building over there for the festival stuff. I think that'll help a lot. But that was unique to see, and the way they have kept the entrance feel of Epcot, where it splits off but it's not as divided as it used to be, was kind of nice to see. That you can kind of go wherever you want to from the onset of the initial garden area, which we didn't really know how that was going to play out. Because originally it was kind of like construction walls. You had to go this way, you had to go that way. Now it's just kind of like you can pick wherever you want to go again, and you don't have to go halfway into the park before you do it anymore. And I think that'll really come to life on the right side of the park, even more so than what it is on the left side of the park now. And it was unique that Epcot feels a little free again, instead of kind of the rat maze that it has been. And I mean, it's true. It's just the reality of it. And around the right side, I mean, it's still kind of complicated, but it's nice to see people kind of excited to go to Epcot again and to see it for the first time again. And you get some different reactions out of people. And you can tell, like, you hear the rumblings as you're in the park, like, hey, we tried new things today, and people are excited that they got to experience things that they hadn't seen before. And there's a lot more stuff that you can just wander through, which I think is what the U.S. parks haven't done as well with in the past. Like you have Moana that you don't have to wait in line to experience, and you can go in there and you can spend as much time as you want to, as long as you keep moving, or you can just go back through if you want to. And they did that really well overseas, like Tokyo Disney Sea and places like that, where you had gardens and you had unique experiences. And you had, like, Shanghai's that way. They have all kinds of stuff. And even Disneyland does it well. You've got some things you can walk through. And it was nice to see that kind of develop at Disney World and people actually enjoying it rather than just walking past it, which was kind of cool, because, I mean, so much of the Disney experience that we've come to know was centered around waiting in line or having a fast pass or having a genie pass, and that makes a difference for people, because you can go into the park for 3 hours on a random Tuesday night or Friday night, and you can just wander around and enjoy it instead of having to think, hey, I want to ride this attraction, this attraction, this attraction, and it kind of takes that barrier away. You can just go and hang out. And I think that was always the benefit of the World Showcase, but now it kind of transcends the rest of the park, and that part I do like. Yes. Even if I don't like all the design cues, but that's just personal preference. But it's a more unique experience than it used to be, and it has a bit more character than it has for quite a few years, I'd say.
But talking about baguette that Chris Shepard is bringing right now, and parks in the parks overseas, have you guys took time to take a look at that video of the new drone show at Disneyland Paris for the Main Street Electrical?
I still miss that parade.
That park is doing such amazing things, and I'm starting to, and I know that I already mentioned to you guys when I saw what they did for the 30th anniversary there, with simple things, really original simple things, the way that they did. I wish that team could be around here because it is an amazing team. They have such an amazing team in Disneyland Paris. And my kudos and we have to pay respect to the way they're executing things there. There are challenges here in Florida. I know there are big challenges. There are things that probably they're waiting to see what's going to happen. It is easier now to announce things for abroad or to California than to Florida. Yes, it's easier, but we need the parks were for January, for the second half of January. The parks were crowded. I went Monday morning to
More than I expected. Yeah.
Monday morning to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and it was packed. Okay,
It was a zoo.
yeah, it was a zoo. Yeah,
Quite literally.
not a zoo. Okay, but it was packed with a lot of people. So they're probably doing really fine. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Josh, and all those guys. There's something they have to do. They have to do something.
They have to leave.
The only thing I
Let
don't.
the door hit you on the way out.
You know, everybody. Here you go. Here's your seats.
The only thing I have to take care is, but the last time they took someone from Disneyland Paris and brought to Disneyland to California, she was responsible for she was the one that they pointed as responsible for the delay in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So
Really? I don't think I knew that.
yeah, it was in the past, okay? But I hope that doesn't. That's why I say, well, probably the best thing for the team in Disneyland Paris, yes, keep doing the best job you can do there and don't come here. But that's something we need to change here.
Maybe someday we'll get to see it in person. Maybe someday somebody will agree to go with me to Disneyland Paris. Maybe. Someday.
Well,
There's a place
for us.
somewhere. A place.
Oh my gosh!
One of these days, I'm just gonna get up and leave.
buddies, and the next day on that weekend, the beautiful weekend, it had an amazing breakfast at Bomas with a bunch of our friends that are here. It was
make a point to go back to that at some time.
But it was amazing. But it was good to be with everybody. So Lisa was there. Mary, Steve, Chris. Well, everybody was. A lot of Wendy was here. Carrie,
Lisa.
Yes, and they took a really
Mary, Steve.
Yes, everybody was there. It was Candida was there. Michelle was there. And it was great. And
Marcus
was there, yes, with Valerie.
Emily.
Yeah, Emily was great. It was great. And so it was an amazing time. I'm still thinking about that. How you call that thing that? How you call that? That it's made with corn. Looks like a polenta. Looks like a
what?
It was a great, something that in the breakfast was amazing.
I know what he means.
I was repeating
Plantain?
that.
No. It's a cornmeal based thing.
This is a strange name.
Yeah, it's like
Pito.
It's the bobbity.
Waka waka.
No, wasn't it the bobbity thing, or that was a different thing?
Bibbidi
You're
bobbidi.
just making stuff up.
Yeah, it was a bibbidi bobbidi boutique.
No, it was something like waka waka. No. Wana, no, or something like that.
That's in Tapanito.
Okay. So that's something where if someone from our audience remembers the name of that, it was a great, amazing time there. Thank you guys. It was great. We're great to see everybody. What a good way to start the year.
It was the Pat. Yeah.
A year that will come with surprises.
Oh, really?
Not only with our 100th
episode,
but there are adventures.
We're not talking about that.
A waka waka. Oh no, it's not. So Caleb said, "No, waka waka is Fuzzy Bear." Yeah. Okay. No, but we're not gonna mention because the adventures are surprises. But
I told people already though. But
you already told?
Maybe.
No, it's supposed to.
Don't say. You know who you are.
Okay, though. Burudica. Are we talking about Burudica? No, it's not Burudica.
No, but that sounds delicious.
Yeah, so Burudica. Do you think Burudica sounds delicious?
Oh yes, sounds Bulgarian or something. It's delicious.
Burudica.
Yes, Budapest.
Yeah, you heard Lou's. It was an amazing episode for Lou's podcast, the one that they talk about. They talk about the river cruise.
Never heard of it.
One of the best ones in the last time. I love it. Okay, and then there's this thing also talking about podcast.
Never heard of it.
There's this thing.
Don't put it on me. That thing. Speaking of, today, brand new episode released. It happens to be Luminous.
Oh, really?
Featuring Catherine McPhee.
Oh.
I know. I'm listening to it extra now.
Claire is saying Bubochi. No.
It is. I thought it was Boobity, but no, they did have Boobity there, but it was not that.
No. It's
It's Boobity.
It's Wika Waka Wuka.
It's not that.
No,
I got to tell you though, I enjoy seeing everybody, and I always enjoy Boma, but I do prefer dinner, and it's not just because it's not as early. It's because I find that there's more variety of stuff there.
Let me see.
It's more expensive too.
Boma breakfast.
But if I'm going there, I usually just go to Chico because it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, Chico.
Claire, by the way, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but at last time I was at Chico's at the bar at Cape Town Lounge, they're not carrying the South African gin anymore. Like whoever the supplier is they're using, I guess they switched suppliers. They don't have it. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, so I'm not just bringing myself.
Well, they're not mentioning here what they have in the breakfast. That thing there is not.
No,
here.
they don't do that. Yeah, they don't do that.
They don't. It's not on the menu here. So, okay. It's a waka waka thing. I love that.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, things we're great.
Caw.
We're in Africa. We're in Africa.
Yeah.
Colin, help me, please.
Give him a hand there, Colin.
Colin, it's you.
No, I refuse.
I will press it again.
I'll start dancing. I'll start singing. I'll start singing. Chop.
Jason, enlighten us. Teach us. What's that sound?
What's that sound is my favorite, your favorite, Collin Kendall's, Claire, Chris, all the people from Britain's favorite, and John, if he's still awake.
Colin is from Britain?
He is now.
Okay.
It's a good Scottish
segment
name
here where we will play for you, and by we I mean Carlos will play for you a brief little bit of sound from somewhere in probably Walt Disney World. Your job is to tell us what it is. Be as specific as possible because tonight, oh yes, tonight, if you get all three correct, you will win. You ready for it? You will win.
I'm waiting. I'm all waiting here. It's all on you.
No, I can't say it. It's too bad.
No, do that. Now you did it. Now you started. You started. Go ahead. It's all on you. I'm not gonna change the scene here.
It had to do with the wet baguette and Colin, and I'm not going there anymore. You'll win. You will win. You will win an opportunity, I will say, to enjoy a nice baguette with Collin Kendall in the Moana Journey of Water area. That's all I'm gonna say.
Careful what you ask for.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And well, it's Uncle Collin. Uncle Collin.
Now, for those of you who are familiar with the way we used to do this, but not so much for the new way, I got to tell you, we changed things up because Carlos is now picking sounds from the vault,
yes.
and turning the table, so to speak. So I actually have no idea most of the time what the sounds are. So I get to feel like most of you. Which is
and I have to admit that if you think that I was mean in the past, today
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, I'm bad. I went to the worst. I went to the it is the apocalypse of what's that sound. Everything that is most difficult about it. And I will start it right now. So let's go to the sound number 1 here. I hear in 1, 2, and 3. You guys got it?
I mean, sort of.
You want to hear it again? In 1,
Sure.
2, and 3.
I think I might know this.
You might know this.
Yeah.
Let's,
have two
let's
guesses,
wait a
but I
little
don't
bit
think
to
either
see
one of
if
them are right.
our friends and our friends watching us can tell something. Do you want me to repeat? It
Sure.
is Jason walking through the tangled bathrooms. Could be.
It's heavy feet.
Very different sound.
TTA.
That Lisa, that was my guess. What Lisa Milam said. That's my guess.
Train to Rafiki. Train to Rafiki Animal Kingdom.
That's my
It's
guess.
a cart.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I can see where Susie is coming from.
Carts. God, the carts. Oh my God. There's always
Yeah.
2 things you can count on when you're recording sound in Walt Disney World. There's always going to be crying. There's always going to be carts.
Yes. Susie, send my
And only one of those
regards.
comes from Jason.
Susie, send my regards to Steve. A big hug to Steve. Mike saying Train to Rafiki's. Train to Phoenix Planet's Watch. Steve is saying the TTA. Colton is saying Tron. Megan said a cart in Morocco. Yes, sounds like that. Peter, my friend, my buddy Peter is saying Train to Rafiki's Planet Watch. TTA. Caleb is saying Oasis. Karen, Train to Rafiki. Well, the very first person who got it right was Lisa. Lisa got in Milan, and that's the
There you
reveal.
go. Lisa, there's a bag of...
And you know what? In the last time, so that Monday that I went to the Disney Animal Kingdom, after a long time not visiting that area, I took the Wildlife Express and went to the Rafiki's.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. But let me recall if I don't know if I'm getting that right, but isn't that the trains that they use in Rafiki's were the trains they used to be in Fort Wilderness?
I think isn't it just the front? I don't think it's the cars. I think it's the
Okay.
actual engine, but I'm not positive.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is tied to it in some variety.
Yeah, I remember there was a tiny something about that. But that
I find it funny they write White Rhino on the building, with the enormous White Rhino kind of gives it away.
You don't want to put them in the wrong place when you're
It's
putting them
true.
back.
It's delicate.
You got to label everything, Colin. You got to label
It's got to
everything.
fit through the door.
Well, let's go to the second one. So now it's starting to get even harder and difficult in terms of sounds. We're getting to the worst one will be number 3, but let me see this one. In 1, 2, and 3.
I know
I will
this
do
sound,
it
but
again
I
in
can't
1,
place it.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, I know what this is.
Jason is still thinking about that?
I think I know the area, but I don't think I know the specific. You sure this one I gave you?
Yes, everything you gave me.
Specifics
Everything.
kind of hard for
Don't
this.
come with that. No, I can give you even the date that you recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, and no, don't try that behind. No. It is so again in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, wait. No.
Everybody was quiet. Sid is saying Grand Floridian. Hello to buddy Sid. No, The only one who show up is seat up to now is not the Grand Floridian. It's not the Grand Floridian.
Which just means it's also not the DVC at the Grand Floridian.
No.
Okay.
No. Not if I'm right.
Chris clearly hasn't heard me blowing my nose.
It's not.
The other night I sneezed when everybody was in the kitchen for dinner. And I sneezed, and Alex, I think it was Alex who said to me, "So is that how you really sneeze?"
But that's
that
the
makes
thing.
you feel bad,
That's
doesn't
the
it?
thing. There are
Do you think I do it for effect?
three people on Earth that surprised me with the sneeze. First is my dad. My dad's sneeze is someone that if he
Scream
sneezes
sneeze.
in the restaurant, children will cry. Okay. And then, due to genetics, Pedro followed him. Pedro has the love. And when I said anything was more than that was impossible, then I met Jason. Yes, it is the three sneezes that you cannot forget. Mary is asking Italy, no. Liberty Square, no. Beauty and the Beast show, no.
No, because I didn't go there.
Still hasn't been.
I think I haven't seen it.
Let me see Caleb here. Happily Ever After pre-show music, no. Caleb, no.
First time I was in the Beauty and the Beast theater was with Carlos for the after hours event at Hollywood Studios.
Wait,
Featuring
Caleb's
a very
not
good
right?
show.
It was an amazing show. Beautiful show.
What did Caleb say? What did he say?
Caleb said Happily Ever After pre-show music, no.
No.
That song is in the pre-show music.
Yeah. I think. Well, I mean, I thought so. I think it's in Fantasyland somewhere. Am I right about that? Yes.
Yes, and that's the right answer.
It's just Fantasyland.
New Fantasyland area. That's it.
Oh, so easy.
Yes, so easy. Yes.
There we go.
The question becomes for me, was this before the fireworks and they just happened to be playing the pre-show music for Happily Ever After?
Oh, it very well could be.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you could have. But
Yeah.
It very well could be. We could be an honorable mention.
Yes. It could be.
I'm fighting for you, Caleb.
Now you're gonna see how I'm bad I am. This one here is going to be.
I was saying neither one of these have been that hard.
No, this one is going to be hard. I really, if someone get that, I'll be really surprised. Okay, because in the past there was some tricky ways to get to it. Now we don't have it. Now we're not playing like this. It's different. So the third one, you're gonna listen in 1, 2, and.
Don't say it, Colin.
Something gives it away.
Don't say it. I'm going to message you, though, right now. I'm messaging you as we sit here, and I'm going to message you to our little group.
I'm going to repeat to our in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I sent it to the wrong place.
No, don't. So delete it.
Here, I'll send it here.
It sounds so familiar.
There you go.
Let me say it here. Let me see here. Yes. So we do have here. What do you have? A splash belt.
How specific do you have to be?
One water thing. Um,
They're not listening closely.
Tango bathrooms.
you gotta
Megan
listen better than this.
Saratoga Springs.
This may escape some people though.
Peter Mino saying a toilet that needs plugging and at Saratoga Spring Resort.
Yep.
Let me see. Lisa saying Saratoga Springs Fountain. City saying Fort Wilderness. Mary saying Saratoga Springs. Caleb, no, Caleb.
Not this time. Sounds
Jason,
familiar.
Japan
but-
Water Garden, yeah. Treehouse and Water Wheel. Tom Sawyer Island, Claire. Hi, Claire. It was the last time I run into Claire was
It was the sound of Claire on the barrel bridge.
no, it was Claire and her friend. We ran into her in Epcot. It was the day that they opened the new area. Always good to see Claire. Always good to see our friends there. Karen saying, well, let me tell that yes, there were several right answers, and you guys surprised me. The first one that came up with the right answer was our dear friend
Me.
And me.
No. Actually, no, from our audience. I would not.
Oh, okay.
Where is here? Let me find it. It was Megan actually that came up with the right
Really?
one. Yes, but I cannot find it.
Shocking.
Megan came up.
I don't think she said it.
Yes, she said. She said.
Yeah,
it.
she did.
I don't think so.
She
I don't
did. She
think
did.
so.
She did. Was right. No,
Nope.
right here. Right here. Saratoga Springs. So yes, let's go with the review. Thanks God I'm okay because it was 2 episodes ago I would not able to see that. 2 episodes ago I wouldn't be in a issue. Yes,
Fun
buddies.
fact, that's the only place you'll hear the Call to the Post played more than once.
Yes,
Like
buddies.
twice
And
in real life, and that's it. You're done.
so this was our episode 99. So buddies, we need to get ready for the 100.
And we had no balloons either.
No balloons?
No red
Not
balloons.
yet. We still have a month to prepare everything.
No red balloons.
Yeah. But
We found out this week my dog hates balloons.
Oh yes.
There it is. There it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Nena, remember?
Yes. How would I forget?
Oh no, but there was
Oh,
something really different about her video.
yeah.
I will not mention, but it shocked everybody. It shocked everybody. I cannot mention that, but remember?
Yes, I remember.
And I remember in Brazil, I spent all my childhood in a German town. So 99 Luftballon. Yes. So there were 2 songs. There were 2 songs. There were 2 songs and a band. Okay, everybody was crazy about it in that town. The first one was Nena with 99 Luftballons. Then there was this Austrian guy, Falco, with Der Kommissar.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Der Kommissar Gerun. Yes.
Yes.
And the band was Scorpions. Oh, yeah. The Scorpions. So we were all crazy about that. Good times. Good times.
Good stuff.
So, buddies, any last message for our beautiful audience that were patient enough to be with us for this 99th time? And the
thanks
red
for staying
balloons
up late,
flew by.
especially for our British friends. Thank you for hanging out
Yes,
with us.
for Claire, for
It's
John,
nice
that
to
were
see
here.
everybody.
Good to see you guys here.
Yeah.
Everybody have an amazing rest of the week. Amazing, magical rest of the week. We will see you in about 1 month from now for our 100th episode. Stay
Everybody
tight.
Wang Chung tonight.
Yes, and And I ran. I ran so far away. Colin, congratulations, buddy. Uncle Colin.
Yeah.
Okay, blessings, all the blessings to the
It's a
family.
growing family.
All the blessings to the family. Take care, guys, and see you in the 100. Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you